was my headdress from when I was at Carnaval in Trinidad.
Yeah.
February 17th, 2026 is the last day of Carnival, the day before Ash Wednesday, before Lent. It's party before the penance. Off we go to three of the most extraordinary carnivals on our loony planet, to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, to Trinidad in the Caribbean, and finally to New Orleans, Louisiana for Mardi Gras. So Carnevale, carne is meat and vale is, farewell. So farewell to meat, farewell to,
And that's what
all the
the
good
word
things
carnival
in life.
Means.
Yeah, farewell to meat.
Okay.
Yeah, farewell to
I
meat.
didn't even know that.
So we're Catholic. I mean, I'm not, but we're Catholic. And we're going into 40 days of Lent. And
Is that fasting and all that?
Which officially ends with Easter. So I guess they all thought it was a good idea that people could just get it out of their system and party. Before they started their 40 days of, pious austerity.
Carnival happens in most Catholic countries all around the world. It signifies the beginning of Lent, where everyone fasts, but now they all go mad. Here, it's got to be the maddest in Rio. 24 hours for a whole week.
Neighborhoods have their own outfits. Different countries have, like in Trinidad, each group is called a camp. And in New Orleans, each group is called a crew. And in Rio, you had Samba schools.
Yes, yeah.
Had you ever danced Samba before?
I don't even do it now. I don't even know what it is. I didn't do it then.
This is the school of Samba. How am I going to find someone to teach me to dance in here?
Well, you had the amazing experience, Ian, in Rio of going to at least three different carnivals representing just how varied Carnival can be. You went to a Samba school one, you went to a posh party, and you went to one with a bunch of drag queens.
Oh, obrigado.
So you went to very different kinds of parties. Is it a blur or?
Sort of a blur. To be honest, I had to go back and look at the program again, and a couple of bits of my life. I was like, oh my god, dear God, I remember that. The rich party that I went to, posh people paying a lot of money. I think it's for charity and stuff like that. Boring as hell.
I'm gonna make movies here.
Oh, are you?
Yes,
That's cool.
Yeah, I make movies in LA.
You need a big star.
All right.
I'm looking for the champagne. Yeah, we were looking for the champagne.
We are rich.
Oh, all right. Everyone's rich here.
It was about $300 a ticket.
Well, Carnival started off with more of the aristocrats, well-to-do. They'd have masked balls, and that's kind of their party.
I've been to a couple of them.
Right? Sort of posh things.
God, so boring. And then the very last one. So I'll go back to the crazy one.
When you say crazy one, are you talking about the Samba school one?
I'm talking about the Samba store, which is just like, I'm still knackered now thinking about it. I mean, it was just so intense because I thought we'd be just dancing around the streets everywhere. Oh, yeah. But you do a bit of that, and then in the evening it's competition. It's like serious stuff. Neighbourhoods coming to go. We're going to win this.
More than just a party, Carnival Parade is a serious competition. It's Arena, the massive Samba drone.
And you're all just waiting your turn to come on, and you get herded round, you get squashed like a cheese for a grater. And then you just go absolutely mental for half an hour in this thing, and that's when your school show the judges what you've got, and you're just like. It's just an explosion, it's just a blur. It's like being Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You're just like,
Well, you did really well for them because you were moving like like an English guy.
Well, I'll tell you what it was. Yeah, like a Russian guy in the cold.
It's madness, man, madness.
What it was like you're in Trinidad, tourists can do it. So to be honest, you pay a bit of money and that's how they earn money. But you're only at the back like a bunch of monkeys. No one cares what you do. You've just been let out of a cage.
Well, you looked like you were having a lot of fun and you looked really cute in that outfit.
And it's like a dream for about an hour, just there, just looking at the haze of sort of like the dance floor and just craziness. And then you come out and you want to go again.
I can't believe you didn't bring any of it back with you.
I know. Well, now I see you and say, I'm gutted.
Trinidad lies just 6 miles off the coast of South America. It's the southernmost island in the Caribbean. Port of Spain, its capital city, is not only the largest city in the Lesser Antilles, it's also the most culturally diverse. If you come to Trinidad during March, the air is electrified with anticipation as the entire island country prepares for one of the biggest street parties on earth, Carnaval.
Well, Trinidad, it looked nice and local. Do you know what I mean?
Trinidad.
It just looked really.
Yeah, it was great.
Really nice. It looked like a nice, good carnival to go to.
It was really nice. It was in the daytime. It went into the night, but it felt like there was a lot of space for people to dance and move.
Yes.
And I remember when I got not just that.
Another
right?
$50. Ching ching.
I'll show you the other thing she gave me.
Oh, God. Go, she's going for the big one now. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the Kickstarter, if you'd like to, put your money in your mouth, if you want to see Justine in one of her dodgy outfits, if you could just give us like £100 a minute and here it comes. Hey, it's the same. What do you mean?
We're not going to show you. So when I went to pick up my outfit, right, they're called camps.
Yeah.
The different camps. So I went to pick up my outfit, and I pull this out the bag, right?
This?
That's all you wear on the bottom?
Yeah.
This and this?
It's Carnival.
In front of how many people?
About tens of thousands, and then all over the world that are looking on TV.
Okay.
It's not as bad as Rio.
All right.
It's worse in Rio. Is that what she said?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it's supposed to be that. It's supposed to be the extreme of body, food, alcohol, dance, sex.
Get it all out.
You just get it all out of your system.
Get it all out, because you're not going to get any for 40
And it's so nice
days,
to go to
so you might as well
places.
just go for it.
Right.
Yeah.
There didn't feel like there were a lot of rules. It really sort of felt like this isn't just a name only. You're really supposed to get it out of your system. And there was, you saw like the guy in the Egyptian outfit who was whining on me, right?
That's to put it mildly.
Oh my goodness gracious. Can like any man walk up to any woman and just start whining?
No. You must have consent from the girl to whine on her.
Yeah.
You have to ask for consent first. I was like, wow, that was like 30 years ago. And I was like, wow, this is very thoughtful. And
yeah, I don't know whether I believe that. I've seen Carnival. They're in, no, excuse me, may I wind you? They're just on it like a bit of glue.
You like this gun?
Yeah, I like this whining business.
Must win.
Oh my goodness, what's this? Are we still whining?
Yes.
You was winding on him, can I just say?
Yeah,
he
let's
looked
just
like
say.
the victim now.
I should have asked him for consent.
I mean, it's just sex with clothes on, it looks like, yeah?
Well, you kind of got the feeling, look, Port of Spain, it's not that big a city, capital of Trinidad. And I think I got the feeling that people have been doing this, dancing with each other year after year after year. It was like a neighborhood party. Different neighborhoods had their own different costumes, but everyone was partying together. I felt like people knew each other. The tourists, there weren't that many, but they were very welcome. But I'd never done chipping and whining before.
Well, it bloody looked like you had.
First thing you have to learn is to chip to the music.
Chip to the music.
Yes.
Okay.
And
this is chipping.
Yes, this is chipping. Okay, you're walking.
Chip.
You chip.
How am I doing? Be honest.
You are doing good.
So this is chipping.
Yes.
I'm chipping.
Yes, you are chipping.
I'm whining.
And whining.
I'm chipping.
Yes.
I'm whining.
You got it.
I'm chipping.
I had an amazing teacher.
And you was looking good. I'm not being funny, you look like you was right on it all.
Oh, I had so much fun.
Right blood.
And it was all like steel drum, like the whole time we were in Trinidad and Tobago, like steel drums everywhere. You hear steel drum and it's like your body just has to move. You have no choice in the matter. It's just that kind of music. That's the other thing that's fascinating about Carnival is that depending on the country where it takes place, it takes on different music and different dance forms, right? It's like more calypso in Trinidad, samba in Brazil, and in New Orleans during Mardi Gras, it's more jazz and blues. So it's really the African influence that, created the music and the dance styles. And in fact, Mardi Gras, which is what the name of Carnival is in New Orleans, means Fat Tuesday.
Oh,
and
does
it's
it?
the end of, Fat Tuesday. Mardi is Tuesday, Gras is Fat. So the end of Fat.
Wow.
Right? So, and I kept my outfit from that
brilliant,
one
look
too.
at you. And funny I mentioned that. There it is.
My Mardi Gras outfit.
Brilliant.
And,
was that the
there we
same
were.
deal, then? You paid a bit of money to get in?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
This is going to be fun.
Then how much do you spend on the throws?
For two of us, we spent about $1,200.
$1,200 on throws.
What are the beads thing? Because everyone just you got to be covered in beads.
It's sort of like the wealthy people are letting go of their fancy things, their Carnaval, they're letting go of their meat and preparing to enter 40 days of piousness. So they let go of their trinkets, give it to the people who are less fortunate than them.
You're right, getting into the mood there.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. It goes down Bourbon Street, New Orleans, the Carnival, does it?
Yeah. It's not a very,
Didn't like that.
if you're not really drunk, being around a lot of really drunk tourists. Wasn't.
Yeah, but
I
to
didn't
be honest,
love
Justine, that's the difference between. You don't have to be drunk in Rio. You don't have to be drunk in Trinidad.
Yeah.
You're just off your nut on the music and the vibe and the
right.
dance. The only bit in New Orleans I don't really like is Bourbon Street, to be honest.
Yeah.
All the other stuff in New Orleans that's going on is just heaven. You go to New Orleans,
is heaven.
don't bother going to Bourbon Street.
I'm with you on that. It's sort of been co-opted into a kind of spring fling fraternity party.
Yes.
And then there's amazing parades around Mardi Gras.
Yes, yeah.
That there's the Native American, the Black Native American
with the
parades where
feathers
they
and-
have this Unbelievable feathers, yeah.
Black New Orleanians have been parading as Indians for over 100 years. It's a celebration of the protection given to fugitive slaves by the Native American tribes that lived in the swamps. The Indian gangs patrol the streets looking for other gangs to challenge in song and dance.
And the skill that they've got to make their costumes is just, they're craftsmen. Just what a craft.
Yeah, those headdresses are
Yeah.
out of this world. I didn't realize that until I started traveling, that in so many parts of the world, there are these events that, do take a year to prepare in many ways, in families and neighborhoods, year after year. And then the next day they go back and start preparing for the next year.